Today I came one step closer to finishing this quite thick box set of James Bond films by watching On Her Majesty's Secret Service, the 1969 Bond film starring George Lazenby. This was the film that sort of had my interest in Bond maintained. I'm not much of a fan of James Bond films at all, to be honest. I find them repetitive, and personally, the cheesiness of them for me is less fun and more grating most of the time. There are exceptions. There are Bond films that I don't mind, but the majority of them just don't particularly interest me because of that repetitive quality. I came to watch On Her Majesty's Secret Service on the basis that it's one of Christopher Nolan's favourite films, and it seems to be the most highly acclaimed non-Daniel Craig Bond film that has ever been made. I was pleasantly surprised by a lot of this film because it moves away from a lot of the problems that I tend to have with the Bond films, which is that he actually doesn't do much spy work at all. His over-reliance on gadgets becomes repetitive and uninteresting, and the constant womanizing is obviously misogynistic, but it's just not interesting past a certain point. Once we understand that that's a part of his character, it just becomes kind of cheesy and cliched. But this film avoids most of that and aims for a much more serious, sometimes genuinely emotional angle for Bond, which is very interesting. It's well directed, quite ahead of its time, even if the editing of the action scenes is a little too jumpy in order to cover up kind of stunt work and things like that. That doesn't look great, but there's a lot of thrilling moments in here, like ski set pieces that are really well done, really great stunt work involved there, and a lot of the film is beautifully shot. As far as Bond films go, this is in the upper echelon for me. It's towards the top, right alongside Casino Royale, the Daniel Craig version, and other films like that.